Acoustic.
You definitely are acoustic.
Probably.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estuve.
Was that your Japanese accent on a Spanish sentence?
I think so.
I think so. I don't know.
I think I'm racially offended right now.
That's true. You just
Ustedes.
He just insulted my ancestors.
I was gonna, yeah.
¿Cómo estás?
Jacob's two sides.
Por favor. Por favor. ¿Quién quiere?
Have you ever heard Dutch? It is the funniest language to ever listen to.
What's it sound like? Tell me. No, you tell me.
I can't.
With your words.
I can't. It's like that.
Hookabluken.
Pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
like the.
He can work it, East Murdy, could you
Horgan,
Horgan of Organ, being working.
Yeah, exactly.
Slurp him up, you can work it.
It's just the most funny English you've ever heard in your life.
Fiddle dee durkin.
Yeah. It's great. It's the most wholesome fake language I've ever heard.
Most wholesome fake
They sound like a bunch of jolly old fellows. His nose is red and his boots are yellow.
Diddle my fiddle.
Why buy a comic that might cost more than a dime? Come meet the brothers who are here to waste your time.
I am one of your co-hosts, Spencer, joined by Tom Bombadil himself in the flesh.
Hello. And I'm your host, Jacob. We're here to talk about Extremity Volume 2. Written and illustrated by Daniel Warren Johnson.
By Daddy Warren Johnson.
You would love to be wearing Daddy's Johnson.
I really hope I never get to meet any of the artists that we talk about that we like. Cause
We already met him!
I know, but I mean, like,
You hope that they never hear
actually, yeah.
the stupid
Hear
things
this.
we say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would be one of the ones who would actually appreciate it to some extent. Like, I think some...
Oh wow, Tom Bombadil wants to be fucked by me. That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's just like a dude. He's just like, I like wrestling.
That's rude. I love my wife.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'd out of if I had to pick one, like, dude in the comics industry that would appreciate this sort of nonsense, it would probably be him. I think.
So anyway, about the book.
It picks up where the last one left off.
It's true.
It's issues 7 through 12.
It's really good.
I think it's better than the first half.
Whoa!
So the first half is we follow the one side of the one tribe, and that's cool. And we follow our protag, who's cool and great and awesome, and she's artsy fartsy. And then the series does a flipperoonie, and is like, but what if also the other side also has girl boss, and she's also fucked up and bad. And I think it does. I think it expands the world building in a lot more cohesive of a manner than the first one. The first one felt a little.
The first one
dropping
had
a rock on your head.
a lot of warring and fights, and you're trying to figure out who's who in the fray. This is a lot slower on the action, and explains motives and emotions and
Yes.
thoughts behind actions.
And we also meet the third tribe of the vibe keepers.
Yep.
One might say, and they're cool and stuff.
Yep.
Also, there's like dragon flying bug things.
And then
Ripped robot face.
the robot friend commits seppuku inside of the bad guy. And then the main character finds her dad, who's actually a mongrel.
Yeah, he went a little monkey before, and now he like full.
He just jumps off a cliff. Kersplat.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to be fixed.
I can fix him.
I don't think so. He went kersplat.
I can fix him. We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Yeah, he'll just be like JFK's wife trying to like stuff the shit back into his brain after the bullet exploded his insides.
Poor Jackie.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about this.
I think we are actually.
Dude, if he just if he locked in, he could have been like the guy from Baki who swished his brain on the other side of his face to dodge the bullet. Have you please tell me you've seen
I know
that?
what you're talking
You know
about.
exactly what I'm talking about.
I hate it because I hate Baki, but yeah.
I hate Baki too.
Crap, but
It's just the memes are so good, though.
Yeah. I really like the culture of the third tribe, like, in general. It's not just because they're, like, Jedi or whatever. Like, they're also kind of fucked up and have their own weird traditions and stuff, and I feel like it's fleshed out pretty well.
Like Jedi.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
So they're just like Jedis.
They're not mythologized like Jedis. They're just, like, they are the people who live on the floor of this weird...
Oh, like the Jedi.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes.
I really wish I had gotten this story in one book. It pisses me off. It's 2 trades.
Fun fact, there was a Kickstarter, and it was way too damn expensive.
I know. This I know.
It
We
has
talked
already-
about it last time.
It's already been relisted on Goodreads. The book isn't even out. I'm assuming they're probably going to just publish a trade at some point, because every version of the full thing is like a leather-bound slip case that, like, I think eventually they'll do the whole thing, but... I like the big fights. I think he does the big fights better in this one.
well.
With, like, it's always... The first one was really good, but it was a lot of, like, foot soldiers stabbing each other, and that can get kind of messy.
The choreography is well thought out. You can tell the motion of how things are moving and end up.
He also does the big comic words way more.
Yes.
Where it goes across everyone's
his,
heads.
his like ability to make like the best fight scenes ever makes me so angry and jealous, but I love it so much.
Yes. I think that's kind of all that I had on the thoughts on this one, which is disappointing because we covered a lot with the first one, but, like...
I don't know how else to like explain this without like...
Yeah. Just kind of like... rehashing similar opinions to the first one.
Excuse me.
I like where the plot goes. I like the characters enough. I do think they're probably his weakest set of characters, but that's also because there's a lot more of them.
Yeah.
I think he's gotten a lot better at that, but, like...
It's still
cool.
really good.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Does Monkey Man have anything else to say?
Monkey Man, agree.
We're going to cover Space Mullet sometime soon. That'll be fun.
I never read that one.
Neither have I. It's his first...
I don't know where to find it.
Amazon for $15.
They're about to... In July, they're publishing a new trade.
Yep.
Need.
Yeah. We're gonna cover it, and then
This trade was $17.
we'll have the full collection of all the Daniel Warren Daddy books.
It's still worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
For
I was almost on that Kickstarter.
sure.
I was really close. And that was having not read it yet at the time. And now I am... I
We're
will
always
revisit.
gooning so hard.
You were always gooning so hard.
I'm talking about you. You were gooning.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say goon maxing. I was definitely like edge maxing, though.
Collin, what did you watch? Or read? Or do?
He was goon maxing. He's projecting it onto me.
Fuck, I forgot to read them. Question time!
Oh, fuck me!
I haven't had one of these in a while!
That's because you weren't here for a while.
Yeah, it counts.
This is gonna be a 30-minute episode watch.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna read the Bionicle comics, and I forgot.
You forgot?
I did.
Multiple people have sent us messages about that, inquiring whose those were, just so you know.
Oh, really?
And I was like, it's obviously Collin. And they're like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I always have the best taste.
How many Bionicle comics are there? Is
Infinite.
it just the run that you picked up, or are there more?
Oh, there's way more.
Way more.
Yeah, because...
Do you have any others?
No, there was... So
Not
I just...
yet.
Will.
So I'll probably go back to the antique store, because they had the Metro Nui comics, too. But that's how I found it. It's like, oh, Bionicle? I wonder if I could find more. And I found all of them except for the first issue. I'm like, what's going on here? And I saw that there was more off in the corner of my eye. Like, oh, no. And I scoured through that, and I found the single first issue of the entire Bionicle comics, and I was like, because it's like the first, like the first ones, and they're like in near mint condition.
Wow.
And also,
You
I
should
didn't
get them
realize
graded.
I should. Also,
That's
I didn't.
a lot of money.
I didn't
After you
realize,
read them.
Yes, I didn't realize.
And then bring the grade down like 0.2 points.
Didn't realize that they were published by DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
I totally forgot about that, but there's a lot because they were doing comics from 2001 till
Bionicle died in like
2015.
2014, 2015.
2015, something like that, because it went from like the main Toa. There was the first wave, then there was the second.
Then
The Mask
third.
of Light. The third was Metro Nui. The fourth one was like the one that almost crushed them, which was the worst one, which was when the Metro Nui gang became like weird insect monster things.
Yeah, that was not good.
That almost killed them. And then they went into...
If he's allowed to go back to Bionicle, I am allowed to go back to Hero Factory, because I took over where he ended. I just need this on the record.
Yeah.
If I ever have a thing.
I had Hero Factory too, but that was because I came into Bionicles in like 2008 when they were going through... The Mask of Life was first introduced.
That's like when I was made aware of it, I wasn't really into it for some reason.
I love that shit.
I just didn't quite dig it. I came to appreciate Bionicles after they ended, because I'm pathetic like that.
Oh, and shit, yeah, they also went to like different characters, because a ton of times it was like the Metro Nui were prequels, and then they went into some of like they're not Toas. The Toas are the main guys, but the Madoran, something like that. The small guys.
I hate the little ones.
What? Fuck you! Fuck you! I made some of the best custom ones.
I'm sure you did. I have summoned my question.
Wait. Is it related?
Sort of.
I thought I was just going to go on this tangent.
Do you want to save it for the next round?
Fine, keep ranting about Bionicles while our eyes glaze over.
Okay, cool. See, yeah, it was that, and then they went on to the little guys became Toas eventually, because our main cast, something was happening with them, I can't remember, and they were they were the evanescence part of like our history, where every single commercial was like Evanescence. It was just an Evanescence commercial, like how Daredevil is just a giant music video for Wake Me Up.
Yeah.
Which was obviously fantastic.
Yeah. You gotta make sure you're...
And then they went into the water with those same characters, and then when they came back...
I remember when they introduced water. That was a good patch.
Yeah, that was a good patch. But they gotta fix the microplastics.
I want to say I read some of the Bionicle comics when they had Lego Magazine.
Dude, that's when I was reading them, but Wesley kept stealing them from me, and then they like got lost.
Yeah.
So fuck him.
I remember pieces of it, but I don't really remember anything. I didn't know anything about the Bionicle lore, so...
Do you remember the kid on the back of the Lego
No.
instruction manuals for the longest time? They only replaced him pretty recently.
No.
He's probably like 30 now.
Wow.
It was like on the back of like the pamphlet, it was
Yeah.
like, he was like... Because there was like you could enter the code or whatever and like be entered into a raffle or whatever for like every kit you ever bought. I never did that.
Neither did I.
My turn.
True.
Unless you had one more closing thought.
Nah, he getting cut off.
Well, just to finish the thought, because you're like, I never knew what it was about. Basically, it just started out to be, it was an allegory for the writer, where it's these heroes, these 6 heroes come in like pill bottle shaped canisters to save the island from all the viruses that are there, and it was like an allegory for he was dying and he had to take these certain pills to stop him from dying.
Wait, like actually?
Yes.
That makes way more sense
Yeah,
now.
because they were saving, because the island they're on was the face of the actual like mecha Bionicle, because they all actually live inside. They're like a weird universe that's inside of this giant mecha thing.
It's on top of a big turtle.
The mecha thing like goes through all of space and time, and it goes through space, and it landed on this planet because it's trying to find an inhabitable place for its people to go to, and it's been like dormant for so long. That's why there's the good guy and the bad guy. The good guy is the one who's like the head, like the actual soul of their whole universe. It's the soul of their universe, and the bad guy is basically Satan. And
when did we switch to Transformers?
I was about to say that. That actually, like, I legit didn't know that, because I always wondered, like,
that's why they're pill bottles.
Well, because I like obviously that always appealed to me as a kid, and they carried that over to Hero Factory for a while in some way, shape, matter, or form. And I was always like, that doesn't seem efficient, but I like it. They're cool display pieces or whatever. That's kind of dark for like them to be like, oh, this one Lego executive guy actually has like a thing, and then he just writes out all this fucking lore, and then they actually make it.
Yeah,
That's really weird.
It saved Lego. They were bankrupt. They were about to go bankrupt, and Bionicle saved Legos.
I love learning
also,
so much.
what's even cooler about the like actual action figures themselves is that the canister was a part of the thing that came in, was a part of the set. Like, that's a part of the toy.
Yeah.
It's because you can have them in their canister arrive on, like, you're on a beach or whatever. Like, you and your
Yeah,
parents go to a beach.
they're dropping feet first into hell.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool.
You know, I
Bionicles-
had to do it.
Fucking retard.
Bionicles bring freedom. Everywhere they
Bionicles
go.
are like the best shit. I have a whole playlist of the entire lore.
Did you know that Bionicles are actually made out of dinosaurs? Because they're made out of plastics, which are made out of oil, which is made out of dinosaur. Just so you know,
So-
the Toas are actually literal medicine trying to kill viruses inside of the giant mecha guy.
I guess I'm gonna revisit Bionicle sometime soon then.
When is Lego going to invade the Middle East and bring them freedom?
They already did that.
Yeah, they already did that with bombs.
No, they did that with Hero Factory because they made a line of cops.
Oh, true. Biochemical bombs then for Bionicles.
Yeah.
I watched Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest.
Oh yeah, let's fucking go.
I've seen the first movie a whole bunch of times, and I think I've only seen 2 and 3 like once before. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through them again and see what happens, because I don't really remember.
Genuinely the best blockbuster trilogy of all time.
Well, my talking point's over. Your turn. This came out in 2006. It's got all the same crew from the first one, except it adds Davy Jones, played by the Bill Nighy guy. He's a cool dude.
You're afraid to get wet. The movie opens with people getting fucking executed. It's so cool.
Yeah. One, I didn't remember how long these movies are. They're really long. They're like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours long.
They're like what blockbusters are now these days again.
Ridiculous. The second movie, it's like a half hour, 45 minutes before you even see Captain Jack Sparrow. It's crazy. And it's cool.
Because he's a side character.
I like it.
But he's the main character.
No, he's not.
No, he's
But
not.
he is.
No, he's not.
But he is.
No, he's not.
He's got Jar of Dirt, so he is.
No, he is Wolverine of the X-Men. He is
Wolverine's
not
the
the
main character.
No, he's fucking not, and you know it.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
But
He's
the
the
movies, you surround him all the time. He's the main character in all the movies. What are you talking about?
Well, you see, that's the problem with 4 and 5 is because they focus. Oh, are you gonna do those two? Okay.
Oh, but Wolverine.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to send you guys a picture of one of the comics I got. It's a Wolverine one.
Yeah.
And it's drawn by the same guy who drew Blam, the manga. And
Don't you mean Blame?
It's Blame the manga, and because it sounds cooler than Blam, but just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Also, it's called Snicked.
Wow.
It's so cool.
I
Sorry.
did not remember all the really cool set pieces, I guess, that happen in this movie. There's long ass fight scenes that just travel through the whole island. It's really, really cool. It's got really good choreography. Maybe not so much in the fight itself, but just like the set pieces that it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean version of Mousetrap. It's really cool.
He's cooking.
It's a lot of fun. I think that's kind of
Wait, the board game?
yeah.
I love it. He's cooking.
Jacob's always cooking.
I think
True.
I have yet to rewatch and solidify this hypothesis, but I think that's what the movie's kind of lost is like, it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's not just dumb pirates doing piratey things, getting the Indiana Jones MacGuffin. It's just, I don't know. There's a sauce to these two movies that the last couple lose.
The sauce
The
is
secret
Gore
sauce.
Verbinski, the director.
Ah,
Just go look into it.
Gore, the God Killer, God Butcher.
No.
Yes.
Yes, but no, but yes.
Yes.
Gore, the God Butcher, the best Marvel villain ever.
It's true, except for
is
the
so
time that he
fucking
was
true.
in that movie one time.
Shut up.
This is the third best movie of the year so far.
Wow.
It's really, really, really good.
What beats it out?
Dune is one of them.
I can assume. I would figure it as much.
I'm not telling you the other one.
Why not? Is it because it's your next one?
No.
Is it because it'll make me mad?
Yes.
Wait, tell me,
Oh boy.
Tell me.
He's got to tell me eventually. You know I can go on your letterbox and find it.
Yes, I know, but it's your time to talk about a
What
review.
the fuck? Really? Really?
It's your review time.
So speaking of Wolverine and watching things from the early to mid 2000s.
One thing real quick, a quick criticism. They kind of forced a love triangle that I did not like because they sort of but not really killed off Captain Jack Sparrow. And it was supposed to be tragic, so they made what's-her-face Keira Knightley like him, but not really. And it was dumb. It shouldn't have happened.
Wait, he was supposed to be killed off?
He has multiple fake deaths.
Yes.
How do you not remember
He
this?
gets swallowed by
I've
the
never
Kraken.
watched. Because I don't like pirates. I don't think they're fun.
What?
Pirates are boring as hell, dude. I don't fucking care for pirates.
But these are good pirates.
I don't care.
These are really, really
Anything to
good
do with like ocean stuff is no.
So wait, if we watch Star Wars and there's pirates in space, is
That's
that okay?
different. It's space.
So what you're saying is you like the anime, not the manga.
No.
Okay, so Wolverine.
Is an anime from the late. It was
No
early.
fucking way.
Yeah.
I just watched this with Jeff.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Over, dude.
So I watched Wolverine, the anime series from 2011. It's 12 episodes long.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
It's mid as heck.
Dude, it really is.
So it's a pretty bog standard Wolverine story of, oh no, my wife was gonna be killed, and oh no, she's taken by Mob Man, and that happens 15 times. But she's in a different castle, you see, Mario.
Whoa.
And it includes a bunch of various like Wolverine's rogues, some of which are adapted better than others, but most of them, frankly, do not have sauce. There's a 2-episode bit where they introduce Omega Red, and I've never liked that character very much, but that episode was genuinely the worst part of this because it was 2 fight sequences. A cool idea. 1 episode, 20 minutes. It's 2 fight sequences, one in the past, one in the future, intercut. Okay? Boring as fuck. I don't know if it's just because of the character that I just don't have a lot of familiarity with or whatever. That was just a massive drag. Like, that was actually what got me stuck on this for a while. The voice acting varies a lot. Some of the performances are fine. I don't like the guy that they have doing Wolverine. This was originally produced in English, but it was produced by a Japanese animation studio, so I did watch it in a English dub, I guess. But it's not really a dub. It was animated that way. Like Pokemon. Which by some nerds' definitions mean it shouldn't be called an anime, but whatever.
Nerds.
Was it made in anime?
So one, it's just something I think I caught an episode or 2 of this like way back there because there's a few of these shows, and I vaguely remember it. And I was like, that'd be an interesting, something to revisit or properly watch through as an adult. I'm on my weeb kick right now.
He's in his weeb phase.
I am, and my biggest simultaneous my favorite part and my least favorite part is how late 2000s, early 2010s anime it is, if that makes any semblance of sense. Colin, I think you get what I mean.
Yep.
In terms of stylization and it's really early, like fully digital stuff.
Remember Batman Gotham Knight?
Yes, but I like that, but only some of it.
Well, no, the one you're talking about is the one that you don't like.
No, yeah. You mean the short in that? Yes.
Yeah, because they're all shorts. There's a
Yes,
certain
that
short.
one. Yes, like I appreciate there is a sense of nostalgia for it because I was like 10, so like there's something there in my brain that tickles it a little bit, but it's so
shiny, right?
It's too shiny.
Yeah, thank you! Holy shit!
It's not just because it's too shiny. Like I'm all for very, like a lot
Shiny boobies.
I like gradients on my art in any medium, but this isn't just gradients of like there's a lot of sheen on like the materials or the metals and everything's metal and shiny or whatever. Like it's not that necessarily. It's
Everyone
also
looks oiled up as fuck.
it's also that, and it's also because it's all done or almost entirely done with like digital tech. Surprisingly minimal 3D overlay stuff, which I was
Yeah.
kind of impressed by, which is cool because I pretty much always hate that. It was boring. It was 12 episodes long, and they're only 20 minutes apiece. It has a really cool opening intro, And it's a pretty bog standard Wolverine story about going into Japan and having all these love interests.
So upset with you.
Fuck Jeff.
Fuck you!
I'm fucking Jeff tomorrow. Shut up. Just for being 12 episodes, it really felt wicked dragged out. The action sequences are overly long and very slow motion heavy. It reminded me of my mind's eye version of Dragon Ball Z, where every fight is a lot of screaming and a lot of yelling and a lot of slow motion stuff, and that was really bothersome.
Dragging these balls.
It's basically Naruto.
The bad parts of Naruto? I think the first few seasons of Naruto are actually pretty good.
Oh, Naruto Shippuden is like where it gets bad. The original Naruto when he's a kid,
it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's not bad.
So wait, did Wolverine do the Naruto run?
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure somewhere. I just don't remember it off the top of my head.
He did it a lot, actually.
Okay, but so that's the one thing that's like, it's a little nostalgic. It's an interesting visual style that I think should be revisited now that we have better technology and we're not like so reliant on everything just being shiny and clean looking. But also, why is Wolverine a 6-foot-tall twink?
Dude, that bothered me so bad.
I get it's an anime, and that's your generic anime size of your protag, but it's Wolverine. I'm not saying you have to make him the most short, scrungly man. You can find a medium point.
Fuck you, you're pointing at me.
That's a compliment. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you.
He's calling me a literal, like, wolf, okay? Shut up. What?
Alpha male. You are the wolf meme. You are the werewolf memes.
No, kitty, run before I hit you.
Don't worry, kitten. Let me the daddy take care of it.
It's just there's some characterization things that kind of bothered me. It's not really bad or insufferable. It just doesn't feel very in line, despite being plot-wise fairly textbook Wolverine in Japan stuff. It just doesn't feel very Wolverine-esque or very Marvel-esque or very interesting.
It's literally just like the blandest anime that you can ever find, and then they just decided to put Wolverine
a little bit, yeah.
Guy that's like a guy that drinks beer, calls people bub, and has claws. That's the only thing that's Wolverine about.
Yeah.
Did he smoke cigars?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fine. I'm not going to revisit it. I'm glad that I watched it, but especially for it being 12 episodes, this could have been 8, like easy, and I would have enjoyed that experience a lot more. Yeah, not super hot on this. I gave it a 4 out of 10 on myanimelist.net.
Wow. Look at you finding more websites to track things that you consume.
I'm a consumer! Just like I'm a concluder.
Do you think he tracks calories like he does movies and TV shows and comics?
Have you looked at him?
It's true.
He does not check his calories.
Imagine if he did, though.
I
would
tried.
Eat a cookie and he would track the calories and be like, yeah, 6 out of 10, not the greatest calories I've ever consumed.
Dude,
I could have used more salt.
I used to track my calories and it just did not work. It just no.
Thermodynamics just didn't work for me, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, what question did you pull out of your ass for Collin, man?
Pitch me the next Daniel Warren Johnson comic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the next Bionicle comic.
No.
Bionicle by Daniel Warren. It was going to be, before you even said it, it was going to be Bionicle.
God damn it. He just did Transformers, which is like the same thing, apparently.
No, it's better. Bionicle, the mask of... something along the lines of like Bionicle New Adventures, or or it's like a reboot, but this time...
The mask of ugh.
The mask of like, it would probably be a mask of time or something along that line, because I'm gonna go off of my custom Bionicles I made, because for obvious reasons. Daniel Warren Johnson makes a comic where there's only one Toa, and he's like the protector of the entire island, or the entire like
You are actually
multiples of...
Why is he upside down?
Because he's dead.
Oh.
The multiple islands that he protects.
Yes.
And there's also like the protectors of the like regular people, the short guys, which those are also the main characters. It's just those 6 of each element, and they're all like distinctly different. And one of them is a water. I'm gonna call them Toas, little Toas, because I can't remember what their names are. The water little Toa, and he has a katana, and he is kind of like a little wandering traveler type of dude, but he also technically protects his water tribe. And his best friend is the Earth Toa, who she is a blacksmith, and she's the one who like smiths all the weapons and
You're
shit
just
like
describing Avatar, but okay.
that. No.
I think he's self-inserting.
No.
I mean that too.
No.
He's definitely self-inserting.
Well,
Are you gonna send him an email pitch when we're done with
I
this?
will. And also, the main Toa, he's basically the Silver Surfer. He has a silver mask, he's like all black, and he has like some silver armor pieces, and he's got a like actual flying board. Like, I made him like the Silver Surfer, and it's like cool as shit. I'm gonna send you guys pictures of my Toas, my custom Bionicles when I get home.
Toes.
I'm gonna send you pictures of my toes. But no, they're really cool. I put a lot of thought into like the little guys too, because there's even the green one who he lost his arm, and he only has one arm. And he's got this giant axe, and he lost an arm from like something that's weird. There's a certain type of like creature in Bionicle that can like eat through their mechanical arms because they're a mix of mechanical and flesh. But instead of getting replaced with a mechanical arm,
you mean the power miners?
No, but he got but he's like, I'm all about the non-robotics and blah blah blah, so I'm gonna have only one arm and be a badass with a giant axe.
Okay, but what is the Daniel Warren Johnson edge to this?
Yes.
The subplot, the emotional through line that makes you go by the time the book's over.
That's not my job, that's his.
This is true, but I want you to spitball some ideas for him. So when we send him this episode,
Yep.
and he hears all of our disgusting words, particularly yours, what do you think is a good in? Do you want a good father-daughter dynamic? Do you want cancer? What do you want there?
There's no father-daughters, so that's not a thing. That doesn't exist.
I mean, I know, but
So there's also no cancer. It would be fuck. What would it be?
a love triangle, but not cringe. I bet he could pull it off too.
It'd be the relationship of these Toas with each other, because that seems to be kind of a Bionicle thing.
It would, yeah. It's basically just
Fallen brothers.
It would more of be
For the Republic!
finding each character, not their relationship with each other, but like finding themselves. Like certain people, like someone's too anxious, like one character's too anxious, one character's too confident, one character, like just all these different types of like, they have these main problems as like human people would, and then they find to learn that they can be more than what people are saying that they are.
And then they turn into a big Megazord at the end.
That's what happened with the first wave.
With the power of friendship.
That's literally what happened with the first wave of comic Bionicle.
That's just how like anything good happens, honestly.
Yeah.
That's going to be the finale of our podcast when we're 75. We're going to turn into a big Megazord and like kill somebody. And it's going to be
Ourselves.
Can I be the third leg?
awesome. We're all the third leg.
We're just a spinning wheel
No,
of dicks.
you're the ass.
Why?
Because you're the ass guy. Is it my turn now?
Yes. It's your turn to be the dick dreidel.
Dick what?
Dreidel,
Dreidel?
like the spinning top.
I think he means the balls.
No!
A
dreidel.
Beyblade.
Yes, Jewish Beyblades.
It's called a dreidel?
Yes!
Yes. It's made out of clay.
They've existed longer than Beyblades. I hate to break it to you.
That's not true. I watched the anime. Moses had a Beyblade! That's like part of the Red Sea!
But did you read the manga? No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Nuh-uh.
He used the Beyblade to split the legs.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
The Red Sea. It's an allegory for him and his wife.
In the manga, we are all given a Beyblade as the Holy Spirit. You fucking dipshit. In the original source material, that's what
only
we are.
after Jesus died on the Beyblade.
Yeah.
I
feels
need
like
to go
a
home.
sin.
I need to go home and I need to like actually repent. I'm not even kidding. I need to hit up Noah because I need to go to confession.
You need to get raped through the rape box?
That's Catholics. I'm talking about orthodoxy.
I watched Pirates of the Caribbean at
Don't
World's
watch.
End. It came out in 2007. It's 170 minutes long.
Oh, sweet!
What is that to hours?
2.69 420.
It's true.
It's just short of 3 hours.
Yep.
It's just short like you.
This movie is also good. I'm very glad that
You little crabs.
I watched it. There's a lot of weirdness sprinkled in this one, like the ship being carried by a stream of crabs. It's just got a lot of weirdness, and it's cool. It's still got the sauce.
What do you think about Big Kaiju Mommy? What are your feelings on Calypso?
That was another thing. I was so glad I remembered it right. I remembered the weird witch doctor lady being hot as fuck. And I was like, I don't even know who plays her. Maybe I was just a horny 14-year-old. No, horny 14-year-old me was right.
Me was right.
She's hot as fuck.
I mean,
She's hot as fuck.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like a good. It's like a good.
I don't even care that she's missing all her teeth. She's hot.
Yeah. Who cares? Better head. Like
True.
it's genuinely a great romance between villains. It's so cool.
Yeah. That was a really cool plot twist that I didn't remember.
I touched his nipples.
I'm looking at Bionicles now.
Keira Knightley becomes a captain, and she gets a new costume unlocked because of being a captain, and that looked cool.
And then she becomes king and gets a new outfit. She gets voted in as a king, which makes lots of sense.
There was a lot of closure on most plot threads. It was surprisingly coherent and like well closed out. It's a really, really, really good trilogy. What? Leave me alone. Just one of the strongest trilogies, to be honest. Just good stuff.
Say the C word. Say the line, Bart.
Cash money?
Cinema.
Choreography.
Sure.
Clitoris.
I would love to find Keira Knightley's clitoris.
It
I need to
doesn't
look up who
exist.
this is.
Of course you do. The fact that you don't off the top of your head is disgusting because she's almost identical to Natalie Portman and has played her counterpart in multiple things. And has in fact been given roles because they're like, shit, we can't get Natalie Portman. Let's get Diet Coke Natalie Portman. Who I'd argue is actually a better Natalie Portman, but that's a different point for a different day.
It's true. It's true. She's better than Natalie Portman. It's true.
Bonk him.
Why? Why? Why is she better?
She has better acting range.
I disagree with that, but I think she picks more consistently good roles. And I think she's a cuter person. She's more funny.
See, that was the horny answer
No,
that he
no,
was
no.
looking for.
No, I
He
mean
was
just like
oh, really? You like her better?
So
Why?
you like just this random girl that looks like her rather than the actual Oracle of Foreskin.
No, I love the Oracle of Foreskin, who's single again, mind you. No. I like Keira Knightley separately.
She's coming for me.
You're going for her.
I like Keira Knightley separately because they took very different career paths, despite the fact that they were like, they met on the set of The Phantom Menace because they were playing body doubles. You didn't know that?
No. I was talking Calypso. I didn't realize you were talking Keira Knightley.
No.
Yeah.
I like her because she's like, I don't know, she's like quirky and funny. Natalie Portman's a little bit more serious. She takes her craft more seriously, which is fine. By all means, she's great at it. But like, Keira Knightley's also like a funny British lady who'll just like do another Pride and Prejudice for funsies.
it was cool seeing her become captain, because I really felt that the love triangle thing was really holding her character back, and it sucked, and it shouldn't have been included. A long time ago, when this movie was still fairly new, I was walking through a warehouse store one time, and they had one of those setups with like a freaking giant TV and like a couch, and they wanted you to buy like the whole living room set, including the giant TV. And the scene was playing where they shove the cannonball up the dickhead British captain's ass and just blow his ship apart to pieces under his feet.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. I was starstruck. I was like, this is what... When I grow up, I'm going to get a TV that looks like this, because you could count every splinter. It was incredible. I don't think I've had an experience like that looking at high-definition TVs.
Interesting.
Like, I don't know why, but it's just a memory that lives rent-free.
That's cool. The fun...
I watched it again, and I was like, holy shit, it still looks really good. The computer effects of blowing that ship to splinters look so good.
The reason that I've come to understand, anyways, of like why this, despite being 10 to 15 years old for these two movies, why they hold up infinitely better than a lot of stuff now is because this was the peak on the bell curve of the technology developing before they could learn how to exploit it to be like wicked cheap and just like shove people like into the food chip, the wood chip. Yeah. They're like, they actually had to invest the time and money in it. So like when the beard squiggles still look very touchable.
It looks so good. Both of these, like, incredible effects.
I would not touch the beard squiggles, just letting you know.
Oh, I would.
I would touch the jar of dirt, though. I do a lot of things to that jar of dirt.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Collin's being weird over there.
I don't know. Really good movies. Yes. And they're followed up by two shitty ones.
Shit.
Your turn. Wrap us up. More anime manga we've fixed.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
I know.
It's because Collin's here. So I watched the X-Men anime. Are you looking at boobs without me?
No.
Or, I mean, I guess lack thereof.
Because it's sealed.
Fuck!
I would never, ever buy that.
I bought a magic card that I didn't think I was gonna buy because it's so expensive, but I was like, a moment of weakness, I finally bought it.
Oh my fuck.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is. For a card.
For a card.
For a card.
I know. It's shiny cardboard.
Oh, fuck. So you were saying...
I watched...
X-Men Evolution?
No.
X-Men...
That's coming. I watched X-Men, the anime.
Oh, yeah.
Which is in the same universe and loosely connected series of Marvel animes from this time period. So it includes the same Wolverine, but there's no real direct connection between the two of them. This was a little bit better. The team dynamic was solid. The animation was less insufferable, I would say. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was definitely a little less shiny and annoying. I felt like the action sequences had more variety because you had so many more characters with such different power sets that I thought that they demonstrated pretty well. The characterizations were a lot more what I was expecting. Some of them were still kind of off. Wolverine was still kind of weird. I think he's better here than he was in his own series. The voice acting goes around the same lines. There's some characters that are done really well, and some of them that are like, yikes, what did you even do there? They follow, like, there's some conspiracy to, as usual, there's some conspiracy to like track down mutant babies or whatever, and they're like, that's not good. We should fix that, and then they fix it. There isn't much more to like, a lot of my criticisms from Wolverine follow just in smaller amounts here because of the diversity of character and the better pacing, as well as this takes place. This was, I believe, produced by the same animation studio, but afterwards, so they had a bit more time, a little bit more, not effort necessarily, but more, yeah, I guess more effort. Whatever. There's just different characters with different outfits, so they had to put more time and effort into it instead of like, everyone's wearing a leather jacket, it looks cool. So this one was enjoyable. I don't think I would rewatch it, but it also was far less of an insufferable experience. The pacing was a lot better. It was also 12 episodes, and I feel like it could have been trimmed down to like 10. So, better. I gave it a 6 out of 10 on myanimelist.net.
Wow.
So it's an improvement, but also they're not really that connected to each other, so it's barely an improvement. Now, I'm not going to talk about it on the show, but the blade one of these fucking slaps ass so hard that I'm going to resist the urge because I'm on an X-Men kick right now.
Imagine slapping ass.
You know who slaps our ass?
Jeff Lawrence and Caitlin.
It's true, they do.
It's true.
It's true. They give us money at patreon.com/dimecomicbros network.
It's not gay, though, because they say good game.
True. GG. And we have the same socks. It's fine. They give us a bit of financial aid, every once in a while. It's appreciated. Helps us keep this show on the road, so to speak. They get a bunch of cool, rewards, like commissions and sketches done by Collin, exclusive access to Dime Comic Bros and Dime Game Bros Happy Hour, where basically every week we have a drink and we talk about God fucking knows what.
Or another drink, because sometimes we drink during the episode. Shh.
It's light beer, be quiet. We just talk about some random bullshittery. That's all exclusive to our Patreon, or as well as early access to all of our podcast episodes whenever they're actually on time. And yep, yes, point the finger at me. It's always me. Go to our Patreon and give us money. Also, go to our Substack, which you can find through the Substack website. It's just Dime Comic Bros Network.
It's not some hippie shit newsletter. It's actually really cool. I put a lot of work into it. Our biggest... the biggest complaint that we got, our biggest criticism was, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Go to Substack, subscribe, because there's pictures showing you, going through your eye holes, what we're talking about.
I would argue if you don't understand any of what we're talking about, this show just isn't for you, and you should go outside and get cultured, but that's a me opinion.
Or go inside and get cultured.
Both.
Like read comics.
Go outside and read comics.
You ruin your comics that way, though.
Only if you're dumb.
I'm dumb.
Only if you're dumb like me and you bring them to the beach.
Exactly.
Actually, I brought manga to the beach. And
I also had manga
fine.
on the beach.
They were just fine.
I was dumb and I dropped mine, okay?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Were you not on a blanket?
No, I was in a chair and I was too close to the water and it was low tide. I thought it was high tide, so the water came in. Yeah, I was dumb.
You're so fucking dumb. You don't bring the comic to the, edge of the beach, okay? You stay away.
But I want my feet to be wet.
No.
Why else would I go to the beach?
Next week is news.
I don't like sand.
I hate sand.
I fucking hate you.
Next week is news. We actually have a good chunk of news to cover.
Wow.
Collin
Thank
won't
God
be
I'm
here.
not part of that.
Yeah, Collin won't be here because he's a loser who lives under a rock, but also he's getting a cat tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
He lives under his own desk.
We have a new
He
mascot.
sucks himself
I
off.
live in a hermitage.
We have a new mascot. It'll be
Sure.
Kitty.
Oh my gosh.
The kitty must meet the wiener.
Oh my
The kitty will kick the shit out of the wiener.
It's true. It's so true. Yes, thank you for tuning in and stuff and things. Give us money. Also, give your money to Jetpack Comics and Games in downtown Rochester, New Hampshire. They partner with us, and we give them a lot of our money, and we shop there all the time, and we like their people, and they're people I think like us, but also Kyle hates us because we're annoying.
No.
It feels like that sometimes. But I know he doesn't hate us, but it does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yes.